order to function at a level that we hope is efficient. But guess what? That amount of money that had to be covered, what does that mean? There was a budget shortfall between the revenue that is proposed to be taken in by the county through taxes and what the county proposes to spend. A $200 million gap. Where is that money going to come from? With the pop tax or the soda pop tax gone? What comes in? That's the question. And so at the end of the day, what has to come in now are budget cuts. And the public defender's office of Cook County is headed by a woman by the name of Amy Campanelli. And she says that in order for her to help reduce that gap, she's prepared to eliminate positions that she would normally have in her staff. That means the public defender would have fewer people working for her. She estimates that she will be able to save $5 million. But what's the cost of saving the $5 million? Well, the cost is she will have fewer public defenders. That means that she'll be able to handle fewer lawsuits. That means that she'll be able to defend fewer people who've been charged with crimes, maybe wrongfully. It means that, as she says, her office is going to be impaired and it will not be as efficient as it was for 2018 as it has been in this year and prior years. But guess what, my friends? This is not the only place that we're going to see that will have to make some budget cuts. You'll have to make budget cuts in the hospital or the health providing system. What does that mean? That means that there's likely to be public health clinics closed. We've got Providence Hospital here in the black community. It could stand to be closed. We've got public health clinics all over Cook County. Look for many of them to suffer staff reductions. Then, of course, you've got the state's attorney's office. That's Kim Fox. She's the you got to worry about that office. How many positions is she going to lose? Then you got the Forest Preserves, and Forest Preserves is right out here, right just south of Beverly, west of Beverly, black community, upscale black community. Guess what? That's likely to see fewer and fewer operations in the Forest Preserves because it's a huge recreation place. So I think that these taxes and these cuts are going to negatively impact the African American community and the brown community and communities that have need for the county services. Stay tuned. This is Leon Finney. I'm going to take a short break. When I come back, we're going to move on.
All right, Doc, when you come back, you'll have about 2 minutes, 30 seconds to wrap up.
Okay. Two minutes and 30 seconds?
Yep.
What am I having?
Let's not staples. Let's do the staples.
Staples, please.
I guess that bacon bill and I don't want to use that.
Oh.
Ready to come back? All right, Doc.
Hey, this is Leon Finney. I'm back, y'all. And this is my final wrap up here. And I got my engineer tells me I got 2 minutes. And so what can I say in the next 2 minutes that is going to be profound? That is going to sound like I got some sense? Well, I think I'm going to go to Pop Staples. And you got the gospel legend, the Mavis Staples, and her one-time boyfriend, also a famous singer, will officially open the new Wintrust Arena Friday, a building that could cast a shadow on the Staples childhood home in Bronzeville, meaning that their home here was in Bronzeville when all those kids that were growing up, they lived right here in Bronzeville. As the front woman of the Staples Singers, Mavis and his family band became perhaps the most influential gospel act in American history, as well as a civil rights icon. They were involved in everything when I was much younger, and they were part of what I would call a culture that captured our music, not in the blues or the jazz, but capture the gospel music, out of which jazz and blues does flow. So, but anyway, they're here, and they're opening up at 506 East, no, I'm sorry, they're opening up at the new center at the Wind Trust Center on, I believe that is 22nd Street, right? On 22nd Street, right there at Indiana. At Indiana, you'll see the staple singers. They'll be there this Friday. That's today.
Yes.
I urge all of you to go out and listen to the great staple singers as they bring us back down memory lane and help us to appreciate what we are and who we are through the singing of gospel music. Hey, this is Leon Finney. I'm happy to have been with you, and you can run and tell that.